everyone, this is Elle. It has definitely been a while, and I'm just dropping by here recording from the floor of my bedroom because why not? So I finally decided, hopefully, this time is it. I've decided to finally get back to recording and posting videos here on my channel. So, for those who are still around, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much more than my words over the internet could ever express. So, yeah, this is very unscripted, very impromptu. I've been up for a couple of hours now, and it is currently 6 in the morning. Not for any reason other than, what do you call this? Excess energy, right? so, so yeah, I've recently been diagnosed with bipolar. Well, months ago would be recent, I suppose. Right? It's an official diagnosis. For a while. I was under the impression that I may have ADHD and a little bit of OCD, perhaps mild OCD. Actually, I've kind of been living under that self-diagnosis for over a year and has been doing some personal research on how to manage it, and it has been working for me very well. So, which just convinced me of the self-diagnosis that I have mild OCD. And I met a friend recently who we met each other through a bipolar support group, and she was telling me na, yeah, even if your initial self-diagnosis does not match your doctor's diagnosis, if the practices that you have learned over the course of what's the right term for that, for managing what you thought you had, if they were working for you, if they've been working for you this whole time, why not just keep at it, right? So yeah, that's been very helpful. So the last 2 years, 3 years, the past 3 years of my absence, almost 3 years, right, of my absence has been a real roller it has been a real roller coaster. I've moved twice since my last post. I moved to a different city, and then I moved to a completely different region, right? So I used to live in Manila, and then I moved outside Manila, and now I've moved outside Metro Manila. So it's actually been nice being in the less urbanized area. It's much more peaceful. Life is much more slower too, and it's been great. If I'm being honest, I have my husband, I have my dogs, and it has been great, really. Everything else considered, you know. My current medication is working for me. By that I mean that it has improved things, which is really a big deal if you think about it. So I'm thankful for that as well. What else? Oh, another thing that I've been working on is working through my eternal to-do lists. That a lot of things I put off, clearing all my emails, and by all my emails I literally mean all my emails, because I have multiple emails and inboxes across apps and gadgets and addresses. I have 1,000 chores to do around the house that we moved to a couple of months ago. It's an old house, and the upkeep of the last tenants definitely were not great. So it's been a ton of improvement since we have moved here, but there's still a lot going to that mild OCD thing. There's so many things that I want improved, deep cleaned. So So yeah, there's all of that, and I am currently on my third week of a manic episode, hence the bouts of excess energy. Of course, my partner has been kind of worried, but it's hard to explain. This illness is definitely hard to explain. There's almost never the right words. When I talk to my doctors, the things that they say, being them professionals who've studied these things for years, the things they tell me make sense to me. But when I try to parrot those words to other people, it is so foreign to them. But I love my husband very much. He is very supportive. He's trying his best. And I think it's also on me to help him understand my condition better, so that we can have a more harmonious life. After all, at the end of the day, we are each other's life partners. So what else is there to do other than be supportive and allow the other person to be supportive of each other. You get what I mean. English is not my first language, and even if I were doing this in my first language, I am pretty sure it will be difficult to find the words. This is why I need to have a script. So I think this would be it for me for now. I honestly have a million more things to say. I want to keep going, but I really shouldn't, because I'm kind of out of control and literally all over the place right now, so it may not be a good idea. Anyway, I was just dropping by here. I will edit this later in the day and then upload it so that I can revive my channel and hopefully revive the community, the small community that I've built around it, and reconnect with some of my online friends. I do miss you guys, and I know I have disappeared from my community for 2 years. Believe it or not, I have made a couple of friends through this project of mine here at this channel. So thank you. I still remember you guys very, very fondly, and I will not use my condition as an excuse for disappearing from people's lives. If I'm being honest, I'm currently doing the same thing again with some real life people, and by real life I mean people I've met face to face. Okay, I've made some good friends from a book club I joined last year, and I don't know, I feel like I need some time for self journey and self validation in a non vain way. By self validation, I mean being content with myself and being happy for what I am. Because honestly, it's been very difficult as of late to love myself. Um, the medications, plural, the medications I'm on do have some side effects. One of which is eternal hunger. I'm literally hungry all the time. And the thing is, I'm specifically hungry for carbs, and I have put on significant weight, which, and that whole thing is just contributing to my I wouldn't call it insecurity, but I'd also rather not call it self-hate, but that is kind of what it is, considering that I was in dance for 12 years, and the social culture that I belong to is very casual about commenting on other people's weights, especially if you used to be a certain size and then you're suddenly much bigger than your previous size. People do vocalize their what do you call that? What they noticed. It's very debilitating for one's mental health, and it does contribute to my well-being, really. So there's that. So what was I saying? See, this is what I mean by I am all over the place. I have a lot of thoughts going on, and this time around, I would like to stick to a script and hopefully stick to a schedule, because having a schedule will also be helpful. Oh yeah, I was talking about self journey and working on self validation. So I'm kind of, not just kind of, but I'm reducing my socializing hours, something that I've actually intentionally increased over the past year, because I thought that I should make friends outside my marriage, and reconnect with some friends also that I have lost touch with in face to face, in that aspect, over the pandemic. But I think that this year, especially, that my dosage and medication combination is still kind of in its trial run. It's only been a couple of months. How many months has it been? 5 maybe. So until my doctor and I figure out something that fits my physiology and something that stabilizes me better, because I've had 2 episodes since my last visit to my doctor, and I do have, well, I was supposed to have a follow-up yesterday. Unfortunately, there was a last minute announcement of a religious holiday, so it's been moved to 2 weeks from now. So until I figured this whole thing out, and just figure out living with a clinical diagnosis of something that I've had for many years now, in hindsight, I think that I want to spend my time just spending more time with myself. And I do believe that reviving this channel, reviving this mental health podcast will greatly contribute to that. And that is why I'm back. But also because I just miss connecting with everyone here around this community. And I do hope to meet a few new people, right? So do comment below. You can also reach out to me if you'd like. You can drop me a message over at Facebook. My Twitter is no longer active, and Reddit is anonymous, right? That is kind of the beauty of it. And yeah, for now there is only YouTube and a slightly active Facebook account. But if I do add some socials, I will let you guys know, because I actually do want to connect with you guys. So keep everything, positive in the comment section. Do leave a like and perhaps a subscribe button if you'd like to hear some more from me. It sounds so vain, but yeah. I'll figure this whole thing out and work on a script so that I use the right words for next time. Until the next episode, this has been Elle. Bye!